Let's look nighttime slash daytime rainfall actually. So gonna take extra minutes. So Scarborough, Snowfall, Oshawa, Uxbridge, Peterborough, Coburg, Belleville is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Salt Lake Bay, Midland is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snow rainfall. Whitehead is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters, 0.2 millimeters of rainfall. So if it says 0.25, that's actually has to be 0.2. So Collingwood, Barrie, Georgina, Beverly Isles, Palm Beach. It's going to get some 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. So Solid Bay is going to get some 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. So I don't need to learn anymore. So Port Elgin, Harlem is going to get some 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to next tower. So Newmarket. Newmarket, Orangeville is going to get some 0.2 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to next tower, which is 24 hours. It could be 12 hours. So let's do 8 a.m. then 8 p.m. So no, we don't need rainfalls for 8 a.m. Because there's no snow depth. So let's go to 8 p.m. So Collingwood is 2 millimeters. Whitetown is going to be 0.2 millimeters. Barrie 4 millimeters. Georgina 4. Beverly Hills is 4. Odella is going to be 2 millimeters. Hamilton 1. Everywhere in Niagara Falls 2 millimeters. So Oakville is going to be 2 millimeters. Mississauga, Brampton, Outer Toronto, Orange Colony Markets, Peterborough is going to be 3 millimeters. Scarborough is 3.5. Stouffville to 4 millimeters. 3.5. Richmond Hill, Mississauga. So Usher is 5 millimeters. Uxbridge is 4. Coburg 4. 5 is Belleville. So Port Elgin, Hanover is going to get some 0.2 millimeters of no 0.7 millimeters of rainfall. Lion said is going to get some 0.2. Post Tracy is nothing. So Palm Beach is 2 millimeters. Solid Bay is going to be 2 millimeters, including Thunder Beach. So Midland is going to be 2 millimeters. So Oakville going to get some. So the heaviest in Oakville could get some 2 millimeters, actually 3 millimeters. Actually 2 millimeters heaviest. Lightest is going to get some 2 millimeters of rainfall. So let's go to the next tower. It's going to take a while. So let's go to 24 hours after that. That's just 8 p.m. We didn't do 7 p.m. So do 7 p.m. correctly later. So London is 7 millimeters. Whitehall 5, Collingwood 7, Port Elgin 5, Hardaway 5. Let's do it again. So Hanover is actually 6 millimeters. So line said OB is going to be different. So line said is going to be 4 millimeters. Hopefully it's going to be 5 millimeters of rainfall. So let's go to Palm Beach. So Palm Beach is going to be Palm Beach is actually going to get some 6 millimeters. Thunder Beach 6 millimeters. Solid Bay is going to be 5 millimeters. Midland also 5 millimeters. Orilla 5. Georginia. So Georginia is going to be 5 millimeters. Beverly is 5 millimeters. 6 millimeters. This is Beverly. No, Barrie. Barrie is going to be 6 millimeters. Involved. So Barrie is actually 6 millimeters. So Brampton, downtown Toronto 6 millimeters. Stowe Falls 3 millimeters. Newmarket, Orange Falls 4 millimeters. Uxbridge 4, Oshawa 5, Peterborough 3, Coburg 4, Bevel 4, Niagara and Lake 4, 11, Niagara Falls City is 6, Hamilton 7, Oakville also 7. Heaviest in Oakville is going to be different. So it's going to be 11 millimeters. And the most moderate, most common precipitation is in Oakland is going to be different too. So it's going to be 9 millimeters of rainfall. So let's go to next tower. It's going to take a minute. We didn't do Richmond Hills. So Richmond Hills actually 6 millimeters. Mississauga is going to be close to that. So it's going to be 10 millimeters with Mississauga. So Let's go to 7 p.m. There is, let's see if it's actually nothing. So White has 0.2 millimeters. Poor Elgin Hanover is going to get some 0.2. So let's go to 114 hours. There is nothing. Let's start again for 7 p.m. It's a difference. So this slight difference. So Scarborough, Oshawa, Uxbridge, Stoffel, Coburg, Peterborough, Belleville. It's gonna get Orilla, Solid Bay, Midland, Whitehorn, Hopes Bay. It's gonna get some 0.2 millimeters of rainfall. Port Elgin, Hanover is gonna get some 0.2 millimeters of rainfall. Actually 2. No, 0.7 actually. So Collingwood 0.7, Bombay, Thunderbee 0.7, Barrie, Georgia, Beverly Hills 0.7. Newmarket is gonna get some 0.7 millimeters. Brampton is gonna get some 0.2. Orangeville is gonna be 0.7 millimeters. So 0.2 actually. 0.2 is in Orangeville, not Brampton. So it's going to take a minute to go to next 24 hours. So see any difference? It has more rainfall. So let's go back to January a little bit, 1 hour early. So did actually let's do this. So y10 0.2. Oh, it's on. So line said it's going to be 0.7, y10 0.7, Holmes Way 0.2, Collingwood 0.3, Port Elgin is going to be 0.7, Hanover is going to be borderline is going to be 1.2 millimeters of rainfall. So Palm Beach, Tiny Beach 3 millimeters, Solid Bay 3 millimeters, Solid Bay 3 millimeters, Peterborough 3 millimeters, Brampton down to, it's going to be 4 millimeters, Mississauga 4 millimeters, Newmarket 4, Scarborough 4, Stouffville 4, Richmond Hill 4, Orangeville 4 millimeters. So Oshawa Uxbridge is 5 millimeters, Coburg 5 millimeters, Belleville 5 millimeters. Hamilton's 2 millimeters. The lightest it could get is 2 millimeters. Heaviest it could get is going to be 3 millimeters. Everywhere in Niagara Falls is 2 millimeters. So Barrie is going to be 4 millimeters of rainfall. Actually, 5 millimeters of Barrie. Georgia is going to be 4 millimeters. Beverly Hills is 4 millimeters. Orilla is going to stay the same. So it's going to be 3 millimeters. So it's actually 2.5. So it could be 3 millimeters in order, but its actual precipitation is actually 3 millimeters. So let's go to next hour. So let's see, it could be this could be 3.5, 3 millimeters in order. So let's go to 7 p.m. Actually, let's put 67 hour and compare this. It is no changes. It's only 7 millimeters, 6 millimeters. So let's do this. So let's actually do this. So White has 5 millimeters, Collingwood for 7 millimeters, London 7 millimeters, Brampton 6 millimeters, downtown Toronto 6 millimeters, Stoffel say 3 millimeters, Scarborough between like 6 point. So it's going to be mostly 4 millimeters of rainfall. So Newmarket Orange over 4 millimeters, Stoffel, Uxbridge 4 millimeters, Oshawa 5, Peterborough 3, Coburg 4, Belleville 4, Niagara on the Lake 11 millimeters, Niagara Falls 36 millimeters, Milton is going to be 7 millimeters. So Oakville is going to be the heaviest it could get is 11 millimeters. The lightest it could get is going to be 7.5 millimeters. So Port Elgin, Honolulu is going to be 5 millimeters of rainfall. So Palm Beach, Solid Bay is going to be 5 millimeters. Solid Bay is 5 millimeters. Stun Beach is 5 millimeters. Midland is going to be 5 millimeters of rainfall. So Hope's Bay is going to be 5. Line said it's going to be 4 millimeters. So Port Elgin Honor is 5 millimeters. So let's go to Betty actually. So let's actually erase it. So 6 millimeters isn't Betty. Georginia is going to be 5 millimeters of rainfall. So 4 millimeters of rainfall. No, 5 millimeters of rainfall. Beverly Isles, Georginia. So let's go to 24 hours after that. This is 7 p.m. There is Whiten. No, everything is safe. So let's go to 114 hours. There's nothing else. So let's look at total snowfall. 1 p.m. is too early, so not too early actually. So White is 0.3, Collingwood 0.8, Stouffville 0.4, Downtown 0.2, Brampton 0.2, Scarborough 0.3, Oshawa 0.3, Newmarket 0.5, Uxbridge 0.5, including Orchard. So Peterborough 0.4, Coburg 0.5, Babel 0.2. The Boyolton is going to be 0.5. Hanover is also going to be 0.4 centimeters. So Soliby 0.3, 0.6 is it on the beach. Palm Beach is going to be 0.7. So Midland is going to be 0.4 centimeters. So Bailey is going to be 0.8 centimeters. Georgina is going to be 0.8. Beverly is 0.8 zero point 0.9 millimeters centimeters of snowfall in Beverly Isles. So it's actually, let's see the actual precipitation. It's actually 0.5. It's in Beverly Isles, so 0.4. So that is no difference. So 0.4 centimeters is actually no, it doesn't count. So it's going to stay the same for Georgina. So I'm ready to. So let's go to next tower. Let's go to 8 a.m. first. So, oh, you have to go to 7 a.m. So you can correct this. Later after this, London is 3.3, Whitehand 3.7, Collingwood 3.0, Brampton 2.6, Mississauga 2.5, Downtown Toronto 2.2, Scarborough, Stouffville 2.1, 2.25 centimeters is Scarborough. Newmarket is 2.5. Orange Hole is going to be 2.6. Uxbridge 2.8, 1.8. Oshawa is 1.7. Peterborough 1.6. 0.4. Coburg 0.2. Belleville. Niagara on the Lake 1.8. Niagara Falls is 1.6. Hamilton 2.6. 2.56 is also Oakville. Parts of Oakville 2.5. Let's start again. So Palm Beach is going to be 2.6, 2.7 centimeters in Palm Beach, 2.7 actually, so 2.7. So 2.8 is in Dun Beach, Solid Beach 2.4, Midland is also 2.3 centimeters, Sodala is going to be, could be 1.9, but it's actually 2 centimeters, so Jotini is actually going to be, let's see, it's actually going to be 1.8 centimeters, Beverly Isles is going to get some 2.4 centimeters, Barry is going to get some 2.6 centimeters. So Hope's Bay is going to be 3.6. So it's going to be 3.6 in Hope's Bay. Lion said is going to be 3.7 centimeters. Port Elgin is going to be 3.6 centimeters. Hanover is going to get some. See, the closest is this thing, temperature, precipitation. So it's going to be 4.1 in Hanover. So let's go to next tower, where it is actually let's go back to this correct 7 p.m. today's actually. So White has 0.3, 0.9 Collingwood, 0.5 Stouffville Newmarket, Orange Wall, 0.5, 0.4 Uxbridge, also 0.3 Peterborough, 0.5 Coburg, 0.5 Belvoir, 0.2 Downtown 0.2, Brampton 0.2. Holt's Bay is going to be 0.4 centimeters. So Berry is going to be, let's see the actual precipitation. So Berry is actually going to be 0.8 centimeters. Thunder Beach is 0.7 centimeters. Solid Bay is zero point 0.4. Midland is going to be 0.5 centimeters. Solala is going to be 0.5 is a Rodala. So Berry is going to be 0.6 centimeters. No, it's going to stay as 0.8 actually. So 0.6. Georginia is going to be 0.7. No, it's going to be, could be 0.7 in Georginia. Beverly Hills is 0.7 is also possible. Let's say 0.7 Georginia and Beverly Hills is possible. So Port Elgin is going to get some. So actually raise it. So 0.7 is, no, it's going borderline something else. So it's going to be 1.1 centimeter, 1.2 centimeters. It's in Port Elgin. Hanover is going to get some. See the closest. So it's actually the mean average is going to be different. So 0.8 centimeters is in Hanover. So actually 1.1 centimeters is in Hanover. 1.2 centimeters in Hanover actually. So let's go to next stop or Brampton. 2.2 centimeters. So you already don't need to do anything. 5.2 Whiteham, 6.4 Collingwood, 0.6 London, Brampton 4.0, Downtown Toronto 2.0, for 1.1 is Stoffel, Scarborough is going to be 1.3 centimeters, Oshawa is 2.4, Uxbridge is 1.8, Newmarket 1.6, Orange was 4.0, so could be 4.0, and so Peterborough 2.6, Coburg 1.9, Belleville is 2.5, Niagara on the Lake 0.6, Niagara Falls City 0.5, Port Elgin, Hanover is going to be 5.3 centimeters, so it's the 5.4 is for Port Elgin. So it's going to be 5.4. Midland is going to, so Midland is actually going to be different. So it's actually going to be 5.5 centimeters of snowfall is in Midland. So Palm Beach is actually going to be 6.4. So Dana Beach is actually 6.3. 6.2 is in Palm Beach. So Hope's Bay is going to be 5 centimeters. Line set is going to be borderline. So it's going to be different. It's going to be 3.0. It's going to be, let's see the closest number to the darkest gray is actually going to be 3.4 centimeters of snowfall. So 2.3 is in Hamilton. The Oco, the lightest it could get, is going to be 2.3 centimeters. The heaviest it could get is going to be 5 centimeters of snowfall. That's the heaviest it could get. Actually, heaviest it could get is actually 7.5, but heaviest it could get is actually going to be 7.5 centimeters of snowfall. It's an Oco borderline, actually. So let's go to next hours. So let's go to 24 hours after that. But it's 7 p.m. There is nothing else. Let's go to 7 p.m. There is nothing else. Let's go to 24 hours at a time. Let's go to Tuesday 7 p.m. first so you can correct. So let's go to 7 a.m. There is nothing else. So let's go to 7 a.m. again. There is something. So Whiteham is 1.4, Collingwood is 1.8, Brampton is 0.4, Downtown Toronto is 0.3, Stoffel 0.7, Scarborough is going to be between those. So Oshawa is going to be 0.5, Newmarket, Orange Walls 2.0, Uxbridge 0.2, Peterborough 2.2, Coburg 0.3, Belleville 0.4, Niagara on the Lake 0.2, Niagara Falls City 0.9. Port Elgin Hanover is going to be different. So it's 1.4 is in Hanover, Port Elgin is 1.3 centimeters. Actually, 1.3 is actually, yeah, it's possible. So Palm Beach is going to be, which is the lowest temperature precipitation. So it's going to be 1.8 centimeters. Thunder Beach is actually going to be 2.1 centimeters. That's in Thunder Beach. It could be. So Solid Bay is 2.3. Midland is actually borderline something else. So it's going to be 1.3 centimeters. Orlando is going to be 1.3.1 centimeters. So Betty is going to be 1.5 centimeters. Virginia is going to be 1.4. Beverly Hills is 1.4 centimeters. So the Hobbs Bay is going to be 1.4, 1.3 is in Lion's Head, so they're just 1.1 centimeters off. So let's go to next tower. So orange was done. So 7 a.m. there's nothing else. Let's go to 7 p.m. There's nothing else. So let's start from like 7 a.m. So like morning time because of snow that. So London's 3.3 centimeters, Whitehorn's 3.7, Collingwood 3.0, Newmarket is 2.5, Orange Walls is gonna be 2.6, Brampton 2.6, Downtown Toronto 2.2, 2.1 is in Snowfall, Scarborough is 2.15 centimeters, Wilkes-Barre is 1.8, Oshawa is 1.7, Cobourg is 0.4, Peterborough 0.6, Melbourne 0.2, Hamilton 2.6, Niagara Lake 1.8, Niagara Falls City is 1.6, Oakville is gonna be 2.6, Davies lightest 2.5, actually 2.5, 2.4 is lightest. So Lion's Head is going to be 3.6, Hope's Bay 3.7. So Palm Beach is actually going to be the city closest precipitation amount. So 2.7 centimeters. It's actually raised it, so it's 2.8. So it's actually going to be 2.8 is in Palm Beach. 2.9 is in Thunder Beach. Solid Bay is 2.4. Midland is going to be 2.3 centimeters. Olala is going to be 1.9. So it's going to be 1.8 centimeters in Georgia. Olala. So Olala is different. So Georgia is different actually. So Georgia is going to get some 1.8. So Beverly Hills is going to get some. Actually, Georgia is going to be 2 centimeters. So Beverly Hills is going to get some 2.5 centimeters. So Barry is going to get some 2.6 centimeters. So it's not 2.7 centimeters from Barry. So Boy Elgin is going to get some 3.6 centimeters. Hanum is going to get some 2.5 centimeters of snowfall. Let's do Hanum again. It's going to be 2.6. So it's going to be. Let's go to next hour. Let's not doing 7 a.m. today because it's not there. So 7 a.m. there is nothing else. So let's go to 7 a.m. We did this. So let's go to 7 a.m. morning time. Oh, that doesn't. I mean, so let's look at total sleet. So starting for 7 a.m. today morning. So there is nothing else. Let's go to 7 p.m. There is nothing else. Let's go to 7 a.m. There is nothing else. Let's go to 7 p.m. There is nothing else. Let's go to 7 a.m. There is nothing else. Let's go to 7 p.m. Something is showing up. So let's 1.5 millimeters of freezing rain is actually the new market. 2.2 is Uxbridge, so 0.2 is at Oshawa, 0.2.1 is Peterborough, Coburg 1.6, Belleville is going to be 0.25, so Y times 1.5 centimeters, millimeters, so Hope's Bay is going to be 1.6 centimeters, line said is 1.5, so Thunder Beach is going to be Thunder Beach is actually 0.6 millimeters solid. So Georgia is going to get some 0.7, Beverly Hills is 3.8 centimeters millimeters. So Richmond Hills actually is going to get some 0.2, no 0.8 millimeters. So Brampton is nothing. So Brampton is going to get some, actually is going to get some 0.25 millimeters. Collingwood 0.1 millimeters. So let's go to orange walls. So orange walls actually is going to be a bit higher. So orange wall is going to get some 2.5 millimeters of freezing rain. So let's go to next tower, which is 7 a.m. Okay, let's see the difference between 7 p.m. and 7 a.m. So it's easier. So something has changed a little bit. So it's actually let's put a new tab on. So actually it's gonna take a minute if it's correct. It's done. Oh, this. So if it's sideways, just ignore it. Oh, one. So the 4.8 millimeters of sleet. Wait, so it's gonna take a minute again. So there's some 4.8 millimeters of sleet is in the market. So orange shows also 4.9 millimeters. So Brampton is 0.25, including Richmond Hills. So borderline. Uxbridge is 0.20. So 2.2 millimeters of sleet. Oshawa is 0.2, 0 point something is going to be. So it's going to be 0.23 millimeters of sleet in Babel. Coburg is going to be 1.6. Peterborough is going to be 3.9 millimeters of sleet. So Ogle sees nothing. So Collingwood is going to be 0.1. Y times 1 is 1.5. So 1.6 is in. It's going to be Hobbs Bay. Lionshead is going to be 0.25. So it's going to be 0.25 millimeters of sleeve, but it's actually 0.27 millimeters of sleeve is in Lion's Head. So let's go to Orange Hills. So Georginia is going to get some 2.2 millimeters of sleeve. Beverly Isles is going to get some 2.2 millimeters of sleeve. So Belleville is done. So Belleville is actually done. So let's go to next tower. It's going to set up everything. So let's go to next hour, but it is 7 p.m. It's going to bring the same thing. Let's do it again. So 7 a.m., 7 p.m. There's nothing, no changes. So 7 a.m. there is no changes. Let's go to 7 p.m. There is no changes. Let's look at air temperature. Oh, freezing rain and air temperature actually. So let's go to 7 a.m. Actually, let's go to 7 p.m. That was the wrong time. So there is nothing else. Let's go to 7 a.m. There is nothing else. Let's go to 7 p.m. There is nothing else. Let's go to 7 a.m. Again, there is nothing else. Let's go to 7 p.m. There's something showing up. So, Newmarket, Orangeville, Stouffville, Oshawa, Uxbridge is going to get some 2 millimeters, including Coburg, Peterborough, Belleville, Hamilton, parts of Oakville, Lion's Head is different. So, it's going to get some 0. No, no, it's going to get some 2 millimeters of rainfall, freezing rain. Those cities, so Hamilton is 2 millimeters of freezing rain, including parts of Oakville. It's going to get some 2 millimeters of freezing rain with lightest 0.25. So Beverly Isles, Georginia is going to get some 2 millimeters of freezing rain. So it's possible. So let's do it again. So yeah, it's 2 millimeters. Could be 1 millimeter of freezing rain. Actually, 1 millimeter of freezing rain is Hamilton, Beverly Isles, Oral, Oakville, Georginia, those cities. So like Hamilton, Oakville, Beverly Isles, Georginia is actually going to get some 1 millimeters of freezing rain. So that's actual precipitation. So let's go to 70 and something changed. So it's going to restart again. So and then there's no changes. So 7 a.m. is going to look like this. So it's not going to take a while because it's going to be extra timing. So 10 p.m. is going to look like this. So it's going to look 7 a.m. So 2 millimeters of freezing rain is in Peterborough. Coburg increased 1 millimeter. 1 millimeter is in Belleville. So the Oakville is gonna get some. There's an increase or decrease. It's only Milton. So it's outside of Toronto. So let's go to 24 hours after 7 a.m. 12 hours. So there is no changes. Let's go to 7 a.m. There is no changes. Let's go to 7 p.m. There is no changes except for so let's look at the air temperature pattern because